The Sabbath Law. Burnout is now classified by the World Health Organization as an occupational phenomenon, not a personality flaw, not a lack of discipline. A recognized syndrome resulting from chronic, unmanaged workplace stress, characterized by exhaustion, cynicism, and reduced professional effectiveness. Millions of people are living inside that definition right now. And here's the cruel irony. Most of them believe they don't have a choice. Leviticus 23:3 says this: "There are 6 days when you may work, but the 7th day is a day of Sabbath rest, a day of sacred assembly. You are not to do any work." Not a suggestion, not an aspiration, a law. But the Sabbath principle in Leviticus doesn't stop at 1 day in 7. It extends outward in concentric rings of rest that become more radical the further you follow them. Leviticus 25:1-7 introduces the sabbatical year. Every 7th year, the land itself was to rest. No plowing, no planting, no harvesting. The land was to lie fallow, to recover, to breathe, to restore its own capacity. And whatever grew on its own during that year wasn't for the landowner. It was for everyone. The poor, the servant, the foreigner, the animals. The land had rights. The earth itself was entitled to rest. That's not just agricultural management, though modern soil science will tell you that crop rotation and fallow periods are essential for long-term soil health, and that ancient Israelite farming practice was remarkable in its sustainability. It's a theological statement. Creation doesn't exist to be exploited. It was made to be tended, and tending includes letting it stop. Then comes Leviticus 25:10, the Jubilee. Every 50 years, after 7 cycles of 7, a trumpet was to sound across the entire nation, and when it sounded, everything reset, debts were canceled, land was returned to its original family, indentured servants were freed, accumulated inequalities, the kind that build across generations when the wealthy keep buying and the poor keep losing, were structurally reversed. Every 50 years, by law, a reset, and right at the center of it, literally carved into the Liberty Bell, Leviticus 25:10, proclaim liberty throughout all the land to all its inhabitants. This is what rest looks like at national scale, not just a day off, not just a long weekend, a comprehensive, built-in, legally mandated commitment to the idea that human beings and the world they live in are not machines. They're not endlessly productive resources to be optimized and extracted. They are creatures made by a creator who rested on the 7th day, not because he was tired, but because he was modeling something his creation would desperately need. Here's what the burnout epidemic tells us. The world ignored the Sabbath, and it is paying the price. Rest isn't laziness, it isn't weakness. According to Leviticus, it's obedience. And the world burning itself out, chasing productivity, has forgotten something God never did, that the rhythm of creation includes stopping. That restoration is not a luxury. That liberty, real, whole, embodied liberty, includes the freedom to cease. The Jubilee trumpet still echoes. The question is whether anyone is listening.